Okay, so now what we're going to do, everybody, is look at cleaning the heat rod. Now the heat rod will absolutely need checking once to twice per year, and if it's a more commercial environment like in a greenhouse burner gun where you're burning a lot more fuel, maybe 3 times a year. Again, it tends to get down to the oil you're using, how hot the thermostat is set to, and what your ambient temperature in your climate is. So what you've got to do, obviously, make sure all power's off and so on and so on. And what we're going to do is we're going to remove this heat rod. To do that, this is one of the newer heat rods. What we're going to do is disconnect the wires, which takes about maybe about 10 to 20 seconds. Might be a tip if you want to maybe make a diagram of what wires go where. If you ever get in trouble, you could always check with the book, or take a photo for your records, just in case you think you've dislocated one of the wires later. So just put that aside. Okay, what we can see is there's our heat rod, and we're going to grab our 32mm ring spanner again. Notice we've got this gun sitting over an oil tray. In our case here on our workbench, into a sink with a mesh. Okay, so now we'll just give it a little tap, and there we go. Again, these things, everything on our machines is pretty much just pinch tight, and a little bit sometimes. Okay, so here's a heat rod. This heat rod's done maybe 300 hours service, and that's actually in very good condition. What's interesting here is on this BR10, the heat rod sits in a little chamber that's physically separate from the bottom chamber we removed our stainless steel major filter from before. And this has got a build-up of like Vaseline goo on it. You can see there. That's just sitting there. Okay, so, but we've removed heat rods that have had so much carbon build up on them and so on that it's almost impossible to remove them from the... So, but that's the way. And now again, while this thing's apart, you want to grab your toothbrush and get in there and clean all that goo out, okay, while you're in there. So we'll get our little brush in, and again you can see there's some sludge. So you want to get as much of that out as possible. Okay. If you're real keen, you might want to flush that out with some Kero or parts cleaner. Okay, now the next thing, this one's in very good condition, this heat rod, but let's pretend that it's covered in a thick layer of carbon. What we would do here is take it over the wire wheel and give it a clean to make a rapid. These things are very tough. And so on until the entire heat rod's clean. Okay, and so on. So you clean the entire heat rod, reinsert it, pinch it up, and you're pretty much all done. Okay, so just back it up a little bit. The 3 major elements in the preheat tank to clean are this heat rod once or twice a year, the major filter here, I'd be looking at that at least every 2 weeks or every 4 weeks and cleaning it. Same with this guy. And of course the other thing you want to clean maybe every week or two, give it a wipe in your boiler, swing the door open, get at the diffuser here and get all that nice and clean. Okay, so that's pretty much it.